Oh, I love that. I'm alive. Hello, everybody.
It's alive! Alive!
It's alive. It's alive. So, I am Paula. This is my channel, Family and Books. Hello. No princess right now. I don't think she's going to join us today. I don't think she's been feeling too good. But we have a special guest.
Hey, I'm Jen.
And your channel is?
Oh, I'm also known as genderqueer. So, yeah. Hey, hi. How are you? I'm so good at this, really.
Yeah, we do.
I think I did this every week.
I know, right?
Oh, God.
So,
Such a nerd.
You'll have to excuse me with the sniffling and all the things. It's winter here. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
But we're here to talk about this.
Extasia!
Yay.
It's a book.
It's a book. It's a book that we're going to talk about.
Right?
Obviously, well, not obviously, but I don't tend to do synopsises and all that jazz. I just like to jump straight into it. Hi, Cool Gamer.
Hello.
Hello. Hi,
and hey, Kelly.
I always forget that's a feature. I'm just like popping up and I'm like, oh, hello. Oh, no, I could actually, hey. So, yeah, if you've read the book, which Jen didn't, she read some of it. She read some of it.
Yeah, I read some of the book.
Yeah, I finished it about 8:30 today in the evening. I was like, must read it.
That I can tell you what happened in it.
Well, like I said, we'll jump straight forward. We're not doing spoilers. Well, we're jumping straight into spoilers. We're not doing a synopsis. Mm-hmm. I mean, I read it and finished it. I gave it a 2.5 stars. You read it and DNF'd.
I did.
So you did. I don't think you give it a rating, or would you just class it as a 0?
I just class them as DNFs. I don't rate them. I don't think it's fair.
Yeah,
for a book that I haven't finished.
Yeah.
So. But I didn't finish it. I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there because I've read a book already that was exactly like it.
What was that book?
I don't remember. That's the problem. I read it last year, and I can't put my finger on what the title was. But this book that I read, it was post-apocalyptic. Mm-hmm. They were in a walled village. Mm-hmm. All of the women were sort of subjugated. There were a class of girls who were like temple servant type things or whatever. You couldn't get across the wall without a man's permission. There was an old man who was taking sexual advantage of the young girls. Beat for beat.
Yeah.
It was exactly like this book. It lacked the queer rep that this book had. Mm-hmm. So did have that, but had, once she got across the wall, there was people in the forest that helped her out, and and she found long lost family members there, and it just, everything about this book was the same.
Yeah, it does sound familiar.
Yeah.
Even though, I've read Extasia, it does sound similar to something else. Mm-hmm. Very similar. Yeah. What point did you get up to where you DNF'd it?
Right after the ceremony where they carved her chest.
Okay.
It was right after that. And that was another thing that happened in that book that I read, was that they did a mutilation ceremony. Mm-hmm. And now it didn't have the monster or whatever was killing the boys. It did not have that. Mm-hmm. So that was something that was different, but it wasn't different enough for me to really want to get into it.
Okay. So the whole like, I don't understand why she wanted to become this like pariah person or whatever, because you're never told what goes on to you wouldn't know what happens when you actually, ascend to this level of whatever these 4 girls being. Basically they like when the council calls it, they just basically get to stand and get beaten up by everyone else in the village, get beaten, abused, all of it, and they've got to take it silently. They've got to bear it for all the evil women forebearers and stuff. I was just like, why would anyone want to do that?
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah. So her whole thing of like, I want to do this to bring honor to my family, I'd just be like, yeah, nah.
Mm-mm. Nah.
But it turns out, well, the big old monster is like, a group of witches.
Of course.
That living outside the thing, and apparently they've been to other villages and other camps or whatever. So they are not the only camp or village around. But the head of the witches, they call her Malice, and she's basically killing off 16 men so she can invoke the devil or bring him forth. And the main character ends up going on a search for these 5 relics so she can invoke the devil or bring him forth first.
Wow. I'm so glad I stopped reading.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I stopped reading.
Yeah. Wait, it gets even better. So when hi Pat.
Hey Pat.
There we go. So when she like finds these 5 relics, they go, well, it's like, okay, well, the last of the relics is the key, and the key is all of us, yeah. So they go under this hill, there's a hill under the mountain or whatever, and this is where the devil presides. And it's not. It's basically an underground bunker full of an entirely another village, and they've been freaking watching the other people and watching all the stuff that's gone on and done nothing. They've just like, yeah. Well, when the Holocaust was happening, like they went underground, and a group of men kind of split off and were like, no, we want to live and make a patriarchal society, because women, they need to do what we say. So they were like, yeah, right, fine, you fuck off over there, we'll go underground with all the technology and things, and you go back to the puritanical crap.
Yeah, because that worked out so well the first time.
Men aren't the brightest. What am I trying to say here? Yeah, men they're not the brightest. No offense to men out there. But no, I mean, any man that thinks that they can control a woman,
yeah,
this is not a good idea. It's not fully in the brain capacity. Let's be real. And basically Extasia is the word that, like, you know, they call, like, you know, Mother Nature, or their kind of, like, you know, witch thing. It's like, you know, it's like the power of the earth. It's all that. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm glad it's one of those where it's like, I'm glad that I finished it, but I feel like I kind of had to finish it because there was just too many questions. And to be fair, even though I got the answers,
still 5 days of your life you're never going to get back.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well, to be fair, it's like I read a couple. Well, I'd say it's a day and a couple of hours. So yeah, I mean, I was even going to try and, like, pull some questions together of, like, what could we actually talk about, because it's basically just here's patriarchy. It sucks, don't it? I mean, am I wrong?
No. A little bit. No lies. No lies detected. Nope. No lies detected.
No lies detected. Yeah. So yeah, I honestly don't.
Sucks, the novel.
So and now having
a book by what's her face.
Yeah. As I was saying to Jan before we actually went live, I've read 3 Claire Legrand books, and I think, like, I've liked one. One was, like, linear, made sense. The other one was Sawkill Girls, and that was magical realism. So that was like, yeah, things are normal, and then it just went. Well, like, okay then, I'll just buckle my seatbelt and see what the fuck's going on here. And this one was just batshit from the get-go.
Yeah.
So
batshit's a good word for this book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a real good word for this book.
I mean, has anyone else read it in the comments? Do you have thoughts?
Did you guys read it?
Did you guys read it? Did you?
Tell the truth.
If you didn't, you saved yourself a hell of a time. I mean,
right.
You know, I'm sure this book is for somebody. It just wasn't for me, and it just wasn't for Jen. Let's be real.
Excuse me. I should have taken a nap earlier.
I did take a nap earlier.
I started to, and then I didn't, and I should have.
Well, Chris woke me up for dinner. He was like, "You're supposed to be reading," and I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "Here's food," and I'm like, "Okay, I eat food. I'm awake now.
Yeah,
I'll finish book."
Right.
So, yeah. But no, this book, it just wasn't. I mean, I've got higher hopes for the ones that you chose, the one that everyone chose for November, which is Daughter of the Moon Goddess.
Yes.
I've got the special Fairy Loot edition with the sprayed edges in it. Oh, that's so pretty.
Mine's just an ordinary edition. Yours is very pretty. Let me see the edges again. Ooh. See, that's gorgeous. I'll fight you for it.
How about now? To be honest, I don't know who'd win in a fight between me and you.
Probably you.
But you know how broken I am.
I'm not much of a fighter, so.
See, I am a fighter, but you've just got to get me to that level. It's like, I'll take it and take it and take it until, like, you know, literally the red mist descends.
I have punched somebody exactly once in my life, and it was because she wouldn't get out of my face. Like, literally, she was right up in my face. And that's, like, the only time I've ever done that.
I've punched several people.
I was provoked.
I was provoked too.
Yep.
And shoving people when you're in a mosh pit doesn't count.
No, mosh pits don't count. No. That's just like controlled chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Although being on the outskirts of a mosh pit and a guy like literally flying, like, you know, doing a flying spear into my kneecap. He literally just dived. Everyone. It's like I'm stood outside the mosh pit because I didn't want to get into it. I was just there enjoying the tunes, drinking my drink, and then just a wall of people parted, and this guy just flew at me and just took out my legs. It was
no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It hurt quite a lot.
I bet. Talk about literally take you out at the knees.
Yeah.
Ugh. That sucks.
But then a very good looking bouncer picked me up and put me on the speakers out of the way.
What was the show?
Huh?
What was the show?
It was just a metal night. It wasn't an actual, like, you know, show.
It wasn't even a good concert.
No, it wasn't a concert. It was just a metal club. So
I love it. I love it.
Well, normally when normally go to shows, I end up, like, you know, being stood behind someone that's like 8 foot tall anyway.
Yeah, that's how it always happens.
I was like, seriously?
That's how it always happens.
It's like this. I mean, can I stand it in front of you? You won't know the difference.
Right, exactly. Could you scooch just a smidge?
Yeah.
Just a little bit, just to the side.
Just to the left. But yeah. So I don't really have much to say about this book.
I don't either. Like I said, it was just beat for beat. It was like this other book that I'd read, and I wish I could tell you what book it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go through my Goodreads and see if I can, just while we're talking, and see if
have you seen the movie The Village?
The Village? No, okay. I have not. Have you read? Part of it was like Year of the Witching.
I haven't read that. It's on my TBR, but I haven't read it. I do.
Yeah, part of it was very similar to Extasia. Let me, because I'm looking back at ones that I read last year, because I feel like that's when I read it. I feel like I read it last year.
The only thing is, because me and you read so much.
Mm-hmm. That's the problem. I was trying to remember what it was that I read.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, what was it that I read? When exactly did I read it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So I'm scrolling down my Goodreads right now to see.
Do you have the thing of, like, unless it's a really good freaking book, the names of people or characters just basically fly out your head? It's like you could have literally just finished it and you go, oh, that person, that
that one character, what's his name?
Yeah.
Gone. Absolutely gone.
It's like, even if I enjoyed the book, I mean, it doesn't have to be like, my favorite of favorites. Even if I enjoyed the book, it's like, I will forget the main character's name or the mother of the main character, father, whatever. If it's someone I don't like, might actually remember their name though. Like that one character.
I will remember more about books I didn't like. Yeah. Like, I couldn't tell you right now, I couldn't tell you anything about, like some book that I liked, but I could tell you about Piranesi, which I hated.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I could tell you about. See, Chris has so many good intentions, but his reading tastes and my reading tastes differ quite a lot.
Yeah.
And one of his childhood favorites, he got me to read it. It was like a prompt for something, like, read someone else's favorite book. It was a childhood favorite of Chris's, and it has the trope that I absolutely hate. You go through all the story and then it was all a dream.
Oh God, I can slap somebody for that garbage.
I was like,
that is such crap. I hate that.
Oh my God, I was so annoyed. And the thing is, it's a really old copy of the book, so it's like I couldn't even throw it. I was like, I will put it down gently and look at it and seize.
Oh shit. Can't even throw it.
Because yeah, I just hate that trope. It's one trope that I absolutely detest. I mean, the book itself was just fucking weird anyway. But yeah, just it was all a dream.
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
God, I hate that.
I was so annoyed.
Yeah, I can imagine. You put all of that effort into it, and then it's just like, really?
Yeah, and the thing is, I felt obligated to read it even more because it was like, one of Chris's favorites.
Yeah.
And they kind of they did they made a BBC show of it.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And he kind of he's got it on DVD, and he'll try and rewatch it every Christmas. It's like, I don't think he's done it while I'm in the room because I've never watched it. But he's like, it's one of my favorites. Just read it, you know. And I was like, okay, fine. And I would rather read every single body horror book out there.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll pass on body horror. Did you read Tenders the Flesh?
I haven't. Should I read it? I know you made.
I haven't read it, so.
Okay. I think Kenny made Princess read it.
Oh, was it Kenny that made her read that? Because she was talking about it the other day, and she was like, she couldn't remember who it was that made her read it, but she was mad about it.
I think it was Kenny. Don't quote me. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah. I haven't read Tender as the Flesh.
Yeah, no. I got to pass on it because I don't know. I've heard people talk about how gruesome it is and it's this and it's that. And I'm just like, I'm going to pass.
See, to be fair, gruesome doesn't bother me in the slightest. It just doesn't faze me.
Well, apparently there's at least one scene where they literally eat somebody raw.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, that happens in this book. Spoiler. One of the witches makes one of the village people. Sorry, I just got such a better image of the book in my head. One of the village people. She'd already killed she'd already killed the son of this person, and then the witch made this person go crazy, so she ended up killing her husband and then eating her husband, but she was seeing it as it was her son, and she was trying to ingest him and keep him safe within her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's he came from my stomach, he goes back to my stomach, and I'm like, oh, sweetie, no. He didn't come from your stomach, he came from your womb.
There's a difference.
Oh, don't even get me started on the whole thing of periods and things, because I just saw a TikTok with a woman asking a man or several men of can you use a tampon when you pee, and they're like, no, and I'm like,
yeah,
And they're like, how many tampons do you use in does a woman usually use in a, like, one?
God, men are so stupid. And it's like, it's like they never spoke to a woman ever.
Mm-hmm.
Never. They've never spoken to a woman.
Yeah.
They've never been with a woman. They've never, they didn't pay any attention in high school biology.
Mm-mm.
It's like, come on, this is basic stuff.
Yeah.
This is basic stuff.
If there are any men watching, like, there are 2 holes down there. One is for pee. Well, yes. But in the vagina, there's one for pee, and then there's the vaginal opening, which is, where the baby comes out of, or where the penis goes to make said baby. Men. It just harks back to the beginning this book, really. Men be stupid.
Men
Don't trust men to tell people what to do.
And that really is, honestly, it feels like that's the message of the book.
It really is.
It really does. It feels like that's the message of the book. And like, all joking aside, all men are not bad. All men are not stupid, etc., etc., etc. But it felt like that was the message of the book.
Yeah.
It really did. It felt like that was the message of the book. All the men are bad. All the men are evil. All the men are, exploitative, and it's just like, dude, seriously?
Yeah.
I know you're mad at your ex-husband, but come on.
Yeah. I mean, there is a scene like towards the end of the book where, the boy that she's kind of promised to, she's like having words with him, and she's like, yeah, but this is wrong. You shouldn't stand by and let this happen. And he was like, no, you should just stand there and take it,
Wow.
Because basically she ended up beating up a guy because he was like forcing himself on her younger sister. Ooh. And he was like, you promised, because you said you would, and now we're getting down to it, you're not allowed to change your mind.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. And she was like, what? So I was just supposed to, like, stand there and watch him do whatever he wanted to my sister? Yes. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I'm so glad I put that book down.
And then later on in the book, he was just like, actually, no. I've stepped away. I've thought about it, and it was wrong. And I'm like, oh, kudos to you. So at least one man's not an arsehole in this book.
For a minute, anyway.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm definitely more hopeful for Daughter of the Moon Goddess.
Oh, God, tell me about it. Yeah, no, I have actually read Daughter of the Moon Goddess already, and I really, really enjoyed it. Yay! I really, really enjoyed it. So I think you will too. And the sequel's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah.
Heart of the Sun Warrior, I think it's called.
I've seen pictures of
the cover is gorgeous.
The cover is stunning.
Oh man.
But I feel like I'm gonna have to buy the Fairy Loot edition to get, if it'll like match up with this one.
I can't afford Fairy Loot editions.
See, I stopped buying Fairy Loot because they kept screwing up with all my orders. It's like things have been missing, and I was getting them like a month later than I was getting. So I just stopped altogether. But people put the books on eBay. So if I really want an edition, I'll go on eBay and buy it. So, it's like when I finished reading the Iron Widow. I was like, I need the special edition of this book because it's freaking amazing.
Right.
And luckily there was someone who was selling an Illumicrate edition. And I was like,
Nice.
click, yes, thank you.
I don't know, man. Like I've seen on, I've gone on like Pango Books, and I've seen where people are selling like Fairy Loot editions and stuff like that for like $100.
Yeah, eBay. Trust me, Pango's way dearer.
I can't
Go read eBay, because I mean, it's like I got the special edition of Belladonna. I think I got that for like £39, and I think the Fairy Loot box. Yeah, I didn't get all the stuff that came with it. I did actually, because someone was selling all the other items for like £9. So I was like, yeah, go on then. But it's like a Fairy Loot subscription is like £49. So
yeah,
if I'm really wanting the book and the book comes under that price point, I'm like, yeah, I'll happily buy it.
I would like to get one of those books or one of those boxes, but the problem that I have is that it's not just the book. It's all the other stuff that comes with the book. What am I supposed to do with all of that stuff? I don't burn candles, you know, I don't use bath bombs, I don't do that kind of stuff. And so it's like, it's just a useless box of stuff with a book in it for me, you know, and I don't know.
I think when I had the Daughter of the Moon Goddess, it came with some really nice like bookends. It's like I don't really need bookends because I've got all the shelvage, but and it come with a pretty nice tote bag. But yeah, like I said, I've stopped buying the Fairy Loot things, but it's the actual boxes. So, and I just get the books from eBay, because I mean, you know, they've paid for that subscription. Like if people don't want the book, sell it on eBay.
Yeah,
and it is a lot cheaper than Pango. I think when I was talking to Princess and she was looking for all the editions of Babel, it's just like, dude. It's like, I think I've got a couple of special editions. It's like I've got 2 special editions of Empire of the Vampire.
I got to get another copy of Babel because I got a sprayed. I got a version of it sprayed. When I sent everything to and I've got a video coming out about it on Tuesday. And what I did was I sent the book to the box of books, 17 books, to an artist. And I basically told her, go nuts.
Yeah.
And she did beautiful work. But the edition of Babel that she did, she put roses on it. It's for my male cousin who considers himself to be very manly.
Oh, manly men.
Yeah, he's a manly man. Reads everything he can get his hands on. Loves Sarah J. Maas. But he's a manly man. So I can't give him an edition with roses on it. Plus, it's so pretty. I kind of want to keep it for myself.
Fair.
It's got a signed book plate in it. And so now it's like a signed book plate and custom sprayed edges. And I'm just like, yeah. So I don't know. I'm back and forth about what I want to do with that. I may keep it.
Do it. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. I mean, you've got everyone. It's like, you know, you've got everyone else's Christmas set up already. So
I really do. Yeah. So I got to look. Let me see something. Search for anything. Babel sprayed edges.
I mean, it's like I can draw, but I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any way I could get away with spraying edges.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
I'd be too terrified. I mean, I've defaced a book, and it was one of my favorite books as well. But I did that. But it was a hardback, so it's like I can at least cover the cover, but like I can put the dust jacket back on it if it turned out crap. It didn't turn out crap. I do have the video of it up on my channel, but hang on, let me see if I can get it. Ugh.
There is a copy of Babel on Etsy with sprayed edges, and it's like $65.
How much, sorry?
65.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's way more than what I paid to have Mariah spray it.
So
I
Magnus
bought
Chase.
the book, and then she sprayed it, and she sprayed my books for like $12 a piece.
See, I did the back.
Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous.
But then I did this to the front as well.
Oh, wow.
So like the video of me doing this is actually on my YouTube channel.
Oh, I'll find that. I want to watch that.
So yeah. So like I said, I can draw, but I'm too scared to actually spray edges. I mean, even though I am proud of that, I can at least still put the dust jacket on, and it's like nothing ever happened. Just in case I would have screwed it up.
Yeah. There's nothing to see here.
No, these are not the droids you're looking for. Jinx!
Jinx!
Make a wish! Oh, good old Jinx.
Oh, shit. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I would show you the book, but I'd have to get up and go get it, and I don't want to.
I think you put it on Discord, didn't you?
Yeah. Because she posted it
on her Instagram, and then I think I ended up following her on Instagram because
she does
beautiful work.
Beautiful work.
Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful work. So I'm telling everybody about her.
Do you want to send me the link to her Instagram?
Yeah.
In the private chat, and then I can put it in.
Yeah.
The chat in the thing. If anyone's still watching, it says 2 people are watching, but why are you watching this shit show? I mean, to be fair, we've pretty much finished talking about the book. So if anyone wants to join in and just ask questions and chat about things, how their life's going on and stuff, feel free to do so.
I got a cat.
Hey, kitty. Kitty.
Oh, she's mad. She's mad because I got her. Yeah. She's mad. She hates being held like that. Absolutely hates it. So I do it as often as I can.
So where is my cursor? There it is. So this is Mariah's Instagram. She does sprayed edges of things. Go check it out.
Yes.
Your thing of Babel is on there.
Yeah.
With the roses.
My thing of Babel is on there. My
is it a Court of
Westerns that she did for me are on there. And then what's the other one that's on there?
There's Court of Silver and Flames. Mist and Fury.
Poppy War.
Poppy War, yes.
Yeah.
I still need to read the 3rd one in that series.
You do. It's amazing. That is a tough series to read.
Yeah, I mean, I've read the first one.
Series to read.
I've read the first one. I've read the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, I was trying to read the John Gawain book, The Shadow of the Gods. But my head was still in the Poppy War world, and I was like, I can't focus on this when my brain is still over here.
Yeah.
So I've kind of just gone nope to both of them right now. I'm like, no. So yeah, I'm just doing like cozy fall reads at the minute. I am doing the Gilmore Girls readathon.
Oh yeah, from the Rory Gilmore list.
No, I'm not doing the. Heather from Bookables is doing the Gilmore Girls readathon.
Okay, I don't know anything about it then.
Okay. It's only a week long. I think it finishes tomorrow. Still got like 2 books to read. 3.
Oh, yeah.
Got one to finish and 2 to actually start.
You know.
I mean, I had to take time off because I had to finish this book. Oh, Kelly loved that show. Because Gilmore Girls is just where it's at.
I never watched that show. I watched Buffy.
I watched Buffy. But the thing is, I rewatch Gilmore Girls pretty much rewatch it every fall because it just gives you it's an entire town of people that are absolutely batshit crazy. I love it. It's nuts. And it's one of those where it's like, I'd love to live in a town like Stars Hollow, but it'd do my head in. Oh, should watch Buffy too. That's because Buffy the Vampire Slayer is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, favorite Buffy character. Oh, deep in thought now.
It's a hard question. I think I would have to go with Tara.
Okay.
I think I would have to go with Tara.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's this totally normal person that she's been through so much shit, you know, and she really, like, she fought hard to get out of it.
Yeah.
You know, and
I agree with you, Kelly.
They really did her dirty.
They did do her dirty.
Spike was great as a villain. I did not like what they did with his character toward the end of the series when
when they gave him a soul.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
It
was fantastic as a villain. Spike and Drusilla, hell yes.
Yeah.
All day. Spike and Buffy, no.
I mean, I did love some of the scenes between those two. It was funny, but yeah, I never liked Angel.
Yeah, no.
Angel kind of did my hair in. But I did watch the Angel TV show, and the puppet episode in that was just.
I did see the puppet episode.
Oh, it's beautiful.
My nose comes off.
But also, it's like it's really upsetting with the Angel because of the guy that was in the first season, Doyle. He ended up passing away, so he couldn't come back and carry on. That's why they ended up giving the gift to Cordelia and doing all that stuff.
I did not know that the actor had died.
Yeah, he died in a motorbike accident.
Oh.
I mean, there was a whole thing of like, you know, that part was written into the show, but they were gonna bring him back in later on. But obviously they couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was upsetting. And just Wesley Wyndham Price turning up as a demon hunter. I was like, shit, bitch, please. And him getting all evil. I was like, no. There is one evil watcher, and that is Giles. Because Giles and his Ripper days. Giles could flip it.
Giles could fucking get it though. Like Anthony Stewart Head can get it.
Have you seen him when he did Frankenfurter?
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Yes. Look, he can get it. He can get it. That's one of my biggest ship was Buffy Giles. And everybody's all like, oh, but he's so much older than her. Bitch, Angel was 200 and something. At least he has a pulse.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't. No, I can't ship. There's too much of a dad energy with Giles.
It depends on how you look at it. Yeah, a lot of people are very, you know, people will get like straight up weird when you tell them that you ship Buffy and Giles. Like you would think it was some kind of an incest ship or something, and it's just like
It's not. It's just it wouldn't be the ship that I chose.
Sail it. I have also checked Buffy Willow in the past.
Yeah. And to be fair, it's like I always like, you know, a Willow face.
Yeah.
Like that one would have been awesome. Or a Buffy Faith even, that would have been.
Yeah, Buffy Faith, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, they did swap bodies at one point.
Buffy and Faith tattoos on my legs.
Nice.
I have Buffy on my right leg in blue done up with angel wings and a halo.
Oh.
And holding a stake. And then on my left leg, I've got Faith all in red with horns and a tail holding a crossbow.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're going to have to send me pics of those tattoos. Random question. How does everyone feel about Shonda Rhimes?
Okay, so I watched Grey's Anatomy.
Yes, same.
I watched Grey's Anatomy for the first, 7 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But I arrived at a point where I was just like, I cannot watch this show anymore because how many ridiculously random, horrible, horrible things can happen to this one group of doctors.
Yeah, I get it.
It just jumped the shark. It just jumped the shark. And I was just like, I can't watch this show anymore. I can't handle it. I think
I will still binge watch it. Yeah.
The Plane episode was what did it for me. And I was done with it at that point. I was just like, no, I can't do it. I can't do this anymore. Now she makes absolutely fantastic shows.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like Grey's Anatomy has long run its course.
Yeah. I mean, I will still binge watch it. I don't even know what season I'm on right now. Once she killed George, just don't watch. Didn't she, mate? Fair enough. But to be fair,
they did him dirty.
They did him dirty. Yeah, they did. But to be fair, he got on my tits after a while. I was just like, you can still be a nice person, but you don't have to take so much shit.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't have to change who you are, but, you know, stop being
a doormat.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking that. Kelly started watching Station 19. I haven't watched... Oh, wait. I might have watched some of Station 19. That's the spin-off show that Bailey's husband's in, right? Maybe, I think. But yeah, I ended up watching Lone Star 911. Purely because Liv Tyler was in it, but she was only in it for 1 season. I was like, oh, rude. Yes, it was. But no, that was decent enough. I don't think that there's not many shows of late that I'm like, I need to watch that.
Yeah, I haven't watched TV properly in... Well, let me put it this way. My mother died the year that we voted Hillary versus Trump. So what would that have been? 2018? 16? 2016?
2016.
And I cut the cable off after that because she was the only one that watched television.
Mm-hmm.
And it saved me like $50 on the cable bill each month.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure the TV has it's just covered in dust at this point. That's how long it's been since I've watched television.
Yeah, I mean, we have television. And we have like Sky, which is kind of like cable, but we don't pay for all like the movie channels and all that stuff because it's like, I mean, we've got Netflix, we've got Prime, we've got Disney Plus.
Mm.
It's like literally the TV package is there just for the kids.
Yeah.
So, Kelly was like, I want to know who her, because some storylines are just cruel. Facts. But, you know, is that Shonda Rhimes or is it just like, you know, a room of writers?
Yeah, well, yeah, some of both, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Some of both, I think. There's there's a some, I don't want to say a sameness because they're not the same, but there's a similar energy that runs through all of her shows.
See, I haven't watched like her other shows. Well, wait, a lie. I don't know whether it's something that she wrote or if it's just under the umbrella of her production company, like Shondaland. So I don't exactly know. Because, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, she did the How to Get Away with Murder. I haven't watched any of that.
I haven't watched any of that. But I watched some of what was that one that she did that was about the fixer?
Was it called The Fixer?
No.
There is a show called The Fixer.
Scandal. That's what it was. Scandal.
And Scandal. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched anything else. I haven't watched any of those. I think I've watched some episodes of Station 19, but not many.
Yeah, Mom and I watched the first 2 seasons, I think, of Scandal.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course we watched, like I said, the first 7 years of Grey's Anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't watch it. She watched the first episode of How to Get Away with Murder and wasn't really interested in it. So we never watched it.
Never watched it. Yep.
Never watched it. Yep.
So, yeah. Like I said, I mean, I still haven't watched She-Hulk that's on Disney Plus yet.
I haven't either.
The
last Disney Plus show that I watched was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I watched part of Loki. I watched part of WandaVision. And I watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But
it's really bitter when she killed George. Okay. Don't kill any of Kelly's favorite people.
Right. No doubt.
No, don't.
I'm mad about how the Avengers arc ended with Endgame and everything. I'm mad about that. I'm still mad about it.
Loki was good. It wasn't awesome. It was good.
Yeah.
But you know, I'd climb Tom Hiddleston like a tree. So it was fine by me watching it every week. You know, I was just like, oh yeah, you're pretty.
Very pretty.
Hi, Courtney.
Hey, Courtney.
Yeah. Right now, we've finished talking about the book. We're just talking about TV shows and currently Tom Hiddleston.
Yes. Hang on a minute, because there was a quote, and I want to look it up so that I get it right. I
love him.
Was it that she said?
How does everyone feel about the whole Witcher, Henry Cavill leaving and Liam Hemsworth coming along?
Maybe if Tom Hiddleston stopped rolling up his sleeves like a dirty whore, we wouldn't be having this Tumblr problem.
Oh yeah. Who said that?
Some woman on a bus somewhere. I saw it on Tumblr, and they were like, "Yeah, I heard somebody say this on the bus."
Beautiful.
And, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No, I'm just images. Yeah. So how are we feeling about the whole Watcher with Liam Hemsworth?
The Witcher. Oh my. Oh. You know, I have all the love for Liam Hiddleston or Liam. What the fuck?
Liam Hiddleston. That's an interesting combo,
right? The hell's his last name?
Hemsworth.
Thank you, Hemsworth. God, I have all the love for him. I'm sure he's a wonderful person, but no.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, the thing is, Henry Cavill, because he's such a a hyper fan of the books and of the games, he was like, he just did it perfectly.
Yep.
And it's just really upsetting. It's like, I mean, I've got nothing against Liam Hemsworth, but when someone does something perfectly,
yeah,
and then they're leaving because the show's like straying too far from the source material, and it probably got a better paycheck to go and be Superman again.
Well, yeah. I'd go be Superman too. But I honestly, I think that they should have just ended the show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I don't think that anyone can step into Henry Cavill's shoes.
No, I don't either.
I just don't think they can. Courtney's asking what happened.
Yeah, I see
Henry
that.
Cavill was the Witcher. Was it Geralt or Geralt? I can't remember.
Geralt of Rivia.
And he left the show. Henry Cavill left the show, and they've recast the character as Liam Hemsworth. And the fandom absolutely lost its collective shit.
And to be fair, it's like I'm saying, it's like rightly so. It's like, you know, because when someone does the job, such a good job, it's like someone else being Snape.
Yeah,
it's like
no, I couldn't see it.
You just get. I mean, they had to recast Dumbledore.
Yeah,
because
they had to.
Richard Harris died, but to be fair, I thought Richard Harris is my favorite Dumbledore.
Yeah.
He played it perfectly.
The only reason anybody gets away with being the Doctor is because they've established a pattern of recasting the Doctor every so often. But, you know.
It's like Heath Ledger and the Joker.
Yeah.
To be fair, I mean, like, the Heath Ledger's Joker was great, but for me, the Joker will always be
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jack Nicholson.
It will always be Jack Nicholson. I mean, I'm not taking away from Heath Ledger's Joker. That was great. But
yeah. Jack Nicholson was the Joker.
He really was.
He was. He absolutely was.
It's like when anyone else tries to do Catwoman, I'm just like,
no.
Can't
do it.
No, just stop.
Nope. Can't do it.
See, I agree about the Joker.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna watch the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson as Batman, but to be fair, the only way is up after Batfleck. Let's be real.
This is true. This is very true. What was it? I saw somebody making a joke about how long it took Robert Pattinson to change from a vampire into a bat.
Funny. I'm Team Marvel, so I can't really say anything. See, I was a DC girl until they started making all the Marvel, because I was reading Robert Pattinson. Because until they started making all the Marvel movies.
Yeah,
I was a DC girl through and through. So, because DC's just darker and grittier.
Mm-hmm. Some of the Marvel movies are dark and gritty. So, but yeah, there's definitely, there's definitely a more of
Robert Pattinson's the new Batman, if you didn't know already, Courtney.
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing Live Long and Prosper, so we know you're a Trekkie, so. Having said that, who's your favourite captain?
Picard. Hands down. I grew up with Picard. Next Generation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like 11 or 12 when the Next Generation first started coming on.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I cut my teeth on that show. That was my first true SF.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've got so many fond memories of like coming home from school, doing homework, having dinner, and then after dinner, do the washing up, and then we'd sit I always, like, I'm the youngest of 3, so I'd always be on dog shelf. So it's like I'd always be sat on the floor, my dad would be in his chair or ligging on the sofa, and we'd sit and we'd watch Star Trek, and it was always Next Generation.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Data is my man. I only watch Next Generation. I was happy that when Janeway, because not seeing a female
right
be a captain of a ship, that was good.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Kelly. How dare you?
What?
Go do it now.
It's on horror.
Make it so. And you will get that reference if you watch it.
X-Files.
X-Files, yes.
Yes. Are you a shipper or a no Romo?
See, they belong together. But it's one of those, the sexual tension.
He's not worth her.
The thing is, the sexual tension between them, that's what made the show
fair.
I wanted to marry
Picard.
To be fair, I had such a crush on Riker, but only when he had the beard. When he was clean shaven and you could see the butt chin, nope.
My crush was on Deanna Troi, so early signs your child might not be hetero.
I wasn't the Reading Rainbow guy in Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yes. Geordie LaForge? Yeah.
Yeah, LeVar Burton. He played Geordie LaForge.
Yeah. I remember David Duchovny and Red Shoe Diaries as well. To be fair, back in the day, I wonder David Duchovny could have gotten it.
Look,
back in the day.
Get it. He could absolutely get it. But
to be fair, Gillian Anderson can still get it.
Look.
Did it get hot in here, or is it just me?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little warm in here.
Oh, if you've not watched Sex Education, she's a sex therapist.
Oh shit, no, I haven't watched that.
Watch it.
The best show of the 90s, Xena, Warrior Princess.
Yeah.
Xena, Warrior Princess.
To be fair, my dad liked Hercules more than Xena. I don't know why. I think he just liked the myth Hercules better. But we watched that show a lot more than we watched Xena.
Yeah, well, Kevin Sorbo's a raping nut job, so.
Yeah, I mean, which left me to watch Xena all by myself.
Yeah.
So I was okay with that. Anyway. Xena was nuts. Yes, it was.
Yep.
To be fair, all Greek myths are fucking nuts.
Yeah, true.
They just went with the source material. Pardon?
The word we used in the fandom was chopsocky.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically like nuts and stupid, but also fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just incredibly like, what the hell am I even watching? Also, oh my God, that was amazing.
Yeah. I mean, were you Xena or Gabrielle? I bet you shipped those two. Hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah. I don't know anybody that didn't, including the actors.
I mean, Lucy Lawless is stunning.
Oh my God.
Stunning. When she plays a dominatrix in the movie Euro Trip.
Really?
Yeah. It's only for a short while, but it's good times.
She did a brief cameo on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I stopped watching that show. That show got too crazy for me.
Yeah, I quit watching it at a certain point because I was just like, this is stupid. So Yeah. Even for a comic book show, it got stupid. So, yeah.
Well, best 90s show. Oof. There's too many. The 90s TV was the best TV.
It was a golden age, man.
I mean, 90s cartoons.
Right? 90s cartoons, music on TV. You know, let me just, you know, 90s TV was just amazing. And like, you know, and it's such a range too, because like at the start of the 90s, in 1990, I was 12. And so in 1999, I was 22, you know.
In 99, I was like 16.
Yeah. So, you know, it's such a range of shows, you know, and I'm not sure I could just put my finger on just one show.
Although, when I moved schools, just as they started showing Buffy, so it was like I was the new girl in school just as they started showing Buffy, and people were like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not that cool. I wish I was."
If only.
Yeah.
If only.
Yeah. But 90s TV was the best.
Yep.
Yeah. And the thing is, they can't do anything new, because I mean everyone's just freaking making sequels or rehashing.
Yeah. Did you hear they're talking about remaking Buffy?
Well, they remade Charmed. Okay. There's so much on TV that I can't focus, so I can't. So to be fair, I choose. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was less true crime mysteries when I was a kid. We used to watch Unsolved Mysteries a lot.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yes, the Charmed reboot was horrible. But yeah, we used to watch Unsolved Mysteries. But to be fair, me trying to watch Unsolved Mysteries now is freaking annoying, because I'm like, I just want to know. I need to know.
Right. I want to know the answers.
That just scares me. But yeah. So there wasn't that much true crime stuff. But to be fair, I think like the 80s and 90s was where all the true crime stuff was actually happening.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you wanted to know what was going on, just watch the news, to be fair.
Right. Of course, the same could be said now.
Well, yeah.
I have the X-Files theme song stuck in my head now. Do, 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 do.
It's the guy in the beginning and the music.
Yeah, it's very ominous. It's very ominous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a good show, though.
I like that show a lot. We used to watch that. We always watched TV at dinner time. And we'd pull the TV around where we could see it from the table. And we'd watch TV. So we'd watch like Unsolved Mysteries, and we watched like The Cosby Show, and we watched stuff like that.
Sorry, I've just brought up 90s TV shows. It's like, yeah, I rewatched all of that.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Love that show.
Not the mama.
Not the mama. Boy Meets World. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Lois and Clark. Sliders. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, Third Rock from the Sun.
Oh, yeah.
Home Improvements.
Oh, God. Talk about right-wing nut jobs. That guy's turned out to be a right-wing nut job.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kelly says 90210. Yep. 90210.
I only watched like a little bit of that. I never really got fully into it because it was so far removed from my life, obviously being English. Oh, Tales from the Crypt.
Stargate.
See, I wasn't a massive Stargate fan.
My sister's into Stargate. But she
I like the movie.
She likes what's his name? The guy that played MacGyver. Hell's his name? Just a minute now. I got to look it up. Richard Dean Anderson.
Okay. I was trying to look it up as well. I was like, what is it? Oh.
Speaking of things they've rebooted, they rebooted MacGyver in 2016.
Oh, God. See, MacGyver wasn't that massive. That wasn't a massive thing in the UK. So.
Yeah, MacGyver was one that we watched when I was a kid. The A-Team.
The A-Team was.
The A-Team was big. Of course, this is when I was small.
Mm-hmm. Battlestar Galactica was big, but that was like 80s.
Yeah, late 80s.
Oh, Kelly says the reboot was good of MacGyver.
Okay.
In your opinion? I don't know. I wouldn't know. I was into 902 when they first diverse. When Andrea had the baby and didn't get
Priestley.
Yeah. It's like, how could you not get with Jason Priestley? Hello.
Oh, Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap. Oh, I love that show. Love that show.
Totally into that show.
Loved Quantum Leap.
Yep.
I think I have my love of sci-fi because of my dad.
Did not watch the reboot. Didn't even know it existed until just now when I was Googling MacGyver.
Charmed was a good 90s TV show. I love Charmed.
Yep.
Sucks he never leaped home. In my mind, he did. It's like that episode of Sliders when he was like, like when he slid home, but he didn't think it was the right one because the gate didn't creak or something. And it turned out that like someone had just oiled the hinges. It was good. It's worth a watch. Okay. If you say so, Kel. And like I said, I didn't watch MacGyver, so wasn't really a thing.
I watched it some when I was a kid. I remember watching like a couple of episodes of it, which probably means that we watched it a lot. I just don't remember more than a couple of episodes. Like I remember a couple of episodes of the A-Team and Charlie's Angels and stuff like that.
Farscape.
Yeah, my like I said, my first real SF was Trek. So yeah.
It's definitely more of a Trek. Where's it gone? I've lost myself.
Uh-oh.
There I am.
Yay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Hi. What I made for the middle.
I never watched that. I never watched that. I don't know anything about it.
Me either. Not a clue.
Not a clue.
Or Modern Family. I've never watched Modern Family.
I watched a couple of episodes of it. It was all right.
It's like I watched Community.
Okay, I've seen a little bit of that.
Community made me laugh. The thing is with Parks and Rec and Community, it took me forever to get into it because when everyone was on the bandwagon, I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. And then I was like stuck for something to watch one night and I was like, watch Parks and Rec. And I was just like, God damn it, it's funny.
Mine was The Office. I can't get into it.
See,
I can't get into it. I've tried and I just can't.
The UK Office, I hate it, but then I hate Ricky Gervais. He's just got a face I want to repeatedly punch with a car. I mean, I don't know the guy from Adam. He could be an absolutely lovely guy, but there's just something about him that just it gives me the ick and just makes me skin crawl. I can't help it. So I watched the American version of The Office, and I like that. I did try and watch the English version, but I was just like, no, yeah. I can't do it. I can't do it. I hate you.
I just hate you too much. I can't do it.
Is it just me that has those kind of feelings towards random people? Okay.
No, you're not the only one. Some people just have faces that need to be smacked.
Oh, good. Okay.
Like James Corden.
See,
y'all can have him back, by the way.
He doesn't faze me, but I've known him acting stuff since he was a teenager over here, so...
Yeah, he's apparently a real piece of work in real life. So, I don't know. Like, he got banned from a New York restaurant for being a shit to the wait staff. Like, he's that bad. He got banned.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like I said, he's apparently a real piece of work in real life.
Yeah, don't be a shit.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Just rule of thumb, don't be a dickhead. Just don't. What's everyone's guilty pleasure show? See, I don't really have guilty pleasure shows. I will happily own it with pride.
Exactly. I'm not guilty about my pleasures. Unless it's sometimes porn.
What porn? I don't care.
No.
But no, I mean, there's times where I watch like ridiculously shit, and I mean shit, like reality TV. And I know that it's crap. I know that it's terrible. But the thing is, it's just sometimes you just need that outside drama.
Yeah.
And that drama.
Yeah.
So it's like recently we just had Married at First Sight UK.
God, that show.
It is absolute fucking trash. It is absolute trash. Still watched it. So, I enjoyed Married at First Sight and Love is Blind. I haven't watched the new series of Love is Blind yet on Netflix. I love watching mindless TV. See, yeah, that's the thing.
I can't watch TV just because I have to be more engaged with my media. To just sit and watch TV, I get bored. If I don't have something to do, like maybe if I'm knitting or something like that. But even so, knitting is so repetitive that after a little while it puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
So I can't just like sit and watch shows, because I get bored.
Yeah, I mean, I will occasionally play on my phone, do things, draw, whatever. Like even when I'm listening to an audiobook, I'll still like go to a colouring app on my phone. I've got to be doing something.
Yeah.
That's
why I listen to audiobooks when I'm driving.
I don't drive. So.
Yeah. Well, I used to have an hour commute to work. So I was listening to audiobooks on my way to and from work. And so I got through a lot of audiobooks that way. But anymore, I don't have that commute. So I don't really have, I don't really listen to audiobooks anymore.
Yeah. I mean, well, even when I'm listening to an audiobook, it's like I'll either play on my phone like play it like a colouring app or whatever, or I'll read along with the audiobook, because sometimes I need it to keep me focused.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to crack my neck and it's just not happening. Oh, there we go.
So you're making me want to do it too.
Crack your neck. Crack all the bones.
I don't know. I'm always afraid doing that I'm going to like pop myself or something. You ever go to the chiropractor? I'm always afraid they're going to twist my head off.
No. Oh, well, I've been to chiropractor once and then he tried like, you know, chiropractors over here aren't that good, and they're more on about like, you know, come for 18,000 visits and pay me upwards of £60 every single time, and I'm just like,
they're the same way.
No,
they're the same way here, and a lot of them will shill like essential oils and shit like that. So.
40-minute drive for me, and I'll listen to a podcast.
Yeah.
See, I've never really gotten into the podcast thing. I mean, I would listen to the Critical Role podcast if I'm not watching the episode. But even then, I'm not really a podcast listener.
Yeah. I've done a couple of podcasts, but they've all been like mini series type stuff. Like Rachel Maddow did a podcast about Spiro Agnew, and I listened to that, but it was only like 6 episodes. And okay. It was, you know, it was limited.
What's Spiro Agnew?
Oh, he was Nixon's vice president.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. He was,
okay.
He was Richard Nixon's vice president. And he was super corrupt.
Yeah. True crime podcasts are great, but now I do a book. Yeah. See, I'd rather watch a true crime show. But to be fair, I'd rather watch to be fair, watching crime shows with me is kind of bad because I can tell you who the murderer is within 2 minutes of sitting down. Well, no, seriously, Bram will never. It's like he won't watch RuPaul's Drag Race with me either because I can tell him who's going to get eliminated, and he's like, "How can you tell?" And I'm like, I can just tell. So listening to true crime podcasts is fun, yeah. But yeah, if we sit down and watch, it's like we used to watch Bones, and we used to watch Castle and things, and it's like
yeah, I liked Castle.
Literally, within the first 10 minutes, I'll be like, they did it.
Yeah, you got to keep that shit to yourself.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like that's why I kind of stopped reading mysteries, because it's like,
yeah,
I can tell who's done it. And to be fair, when I read a mystery and I can't tell who it is for like, you know, at least the first half of the book, in my mind, that's a good mystery,
right? Because,
you know, if you know who it's going to be, you're just going through the motions till the end of the book.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you're going to watch a show with somebody else, you got to keep that to yourself. You can't just spoil people.
Well, even though I know, I don't actually know. I just like the bit where it's like, they did it. Yeah, whoever, whatever. And then the end is revealed and they did it. And I'm just like, I just sit there and go, told ya. How did you know? I just know. I can't help these things. It's like Bram always told me to stop it when it's like when watching RuPaul's Drag Race and the lip syncing for the life, and I'm like, well, they're going home. Oh, no one's going home this week. It's like, how do you know? It's like, you can tell. But yeah. So, I think we've exhausted all talking topics.
I think so.
Seeing as we talked about the book for the itty bitty bit of time. I mean, we'll happily stay on talking to it.
It deserved.
Yeah. The book didn't need that much chatting about it, to be fair. Yeah.
No.
But for the month of November, we are reading Daughter of the Moon Goddess. I have to show you my sprayed edges because it's pretty.
She's so pretty.
She's so pretty. The pictures of the sequel look very, very pretty too.
Oh, I can't wait for the sequel.
I can't wait. It's like I haven't read this book yet, and I'm already like I'm buying that sequel as soon as, even if I've not finished this, I'm buying it because it's so pretty.
I think you'll enjoy it. I think you will enjoy it. It was good.
I think so. I hope so. And the poll is up for December's pick.
I'll have to go look.
I think you've already voted.
I don't remember. Group discussions.
Community.
What do you want to read in December? Oh, I must have, because it says the results of this poll are hidden until November 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See, I know who's voted and what they voted for. So it's like I know what you voted for, but there isn't a whole the information in the thingy down below as of yet because I've not done it. Because I will be doing it when I'm offline, or should I say not live. Wow, is it bedtime yet?
Close. Very close. Well, for you, it's very close.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's 11:30 for you, right?
Yeah, nearly. So yeah. So there will be links to things in the information box down below eventually. So I guess we're gonna call it, unless anyone else has got anything else to say. Yeah. Like and subscribe. Do all the things. Turn on notifications. Kelly's like, dinner time. So yeah, I mean, turn on notifications, especially for my channel, because I don't do anything with any regularity or consistency. Because that's just not how my life runs.
Hey, sometimes a little chaos is good.
Ugh, my life is always chaos. And on that note, I'll see you guys next time. Love or bye. Ending, maybe.